So, look, we need to address something.
We are
John.
learning so much about Eric Curto tonight.
I know. Well, if you wouldn't have said Pawn Star...
We've learned one thing about me. I drink a lot on Fridays. But we have learned a ton. But go on.
Yep, sounds great. Black people and Mexican food.
I never wanted kids until I saw that they could be little chefs. And then I was like,
Hi, Siri.
Hello, dick faces, I hate you. Hi, I hate reality recaps.
It took you way too long to get the hooker out of your house. But welcome, everybody. We are so sorry that we are just a few minutes late on our Friday night reality check show. How are you guys doing? We are doing great. And you know the deal. I'm Eric Curto from yourrealityrecaps.com, and you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps. And here is my co-hostess with the mostest, John Richardson.
Hey everyone! So excited to be talking about everything. Not just Survivor, not just Big Brother, not just Amazing Race, but everything, including cocktails. You can follow me at Twitter on at Comedy Jonah on at.
Somebody's already drunk. Strike that and reverse it. On follow. Where are we? Look, John.
Yes.
We need to get to a little bit of business before we get into our ginormously whirlwind of a show that we have a lot to cover. But it is our last chance to remind people that this Sunday night, during the Amazing Race, we are going to be in our Z-Box room with Brendan and Rachel, and they're going to be chatting with all of us during The Amazing Race. Then immediately after The Amazing Race, we're going to go live in a format just like this with them, and they're going to be taking your questions. So it's going to be 2 hours of Brenchel this Sunday during The Amazing Race, chatting in our Z-Box room, and immediately after with a show like this. And then the same thing goes for next Wednesday when we do it for Survivor with Rob Sesternino. He'll be in our Z-Box room during Survivor and then a live show with us after. So that is amazing, John Richardson. I am super excited about it.
I'm so thrilled that I can't show anything lower because my headlights are on. I'm so excited.
Your nipples are hard?
Headlights. I'm a lady.
Clearly you're a lady in your pink velour suit, which even Google wants to make a little blurry. So, in case
you should see the other outfit.
Oh boy, there was more outfits. Look, for all of you people that don't know, this is our Friday night reality check show where there are all our own rules and anything goes, and we revolve the show around all of you. So you need to click, if you're watching on yourrealityrecaps.com, and go to the YouTube page, and then up in that corner or that corner it says leave a comment. You guys ask us whatever you want. We will answer any questions you have. If there's any problems you need us to solve, we will solve them. We are here for you guys. Of course, there's stuff in our week we want to talk to you guys about. Anything. There are no rules is the bottom line. And if you like this show, do us a favor, thumbs it up and subscribe, because that really helps support the show. So does doing all of your holiday shopping from the Amazon.com link over at yourrealityrecaps.com. There, I think I have successfully got all of the announcements out of the way, John Richardson. Now I'm dying to know, why are you wearing a pink velour suit?
And I'm going to answer with, why not? Hello?
Yeah, that's great. John?
Not just my cocktail. I had some feedback from Daryl, who says that I should have a cocktail in my hand on the next show. He said a mild Cosmo, which I, of course, and you know me, Eric, is I take it a step further, and I have one as big as my head.
We always used to have drinks, and I appreciate that, Daryl.
Mhm.
That reminds me of our Bravo shows that we used to do, and we always used to have drinks. But John,
Yes.
something has happened since our last show. Okay? Because as you know, on our show that we did, I guess that was yesterday, our Survivor show with Missy, which I have to say was one of our best shows ever, or funniest shows ever. We called out Apple again and Siri. And I think they heard because all of a sudden Siri is now working for me,
Right.
but it's a little bit weird and I kind of want to show you. So are you ready?
Prove it. Yeah, prove
Yeah,
it.
she works now. Okay, so you ready? Listen. Hold on. It's still annoying with the locking and the unlocking. Okay, ready?
Mhm.
Oh, no. Hello. Hi Siri. Hi.
I don't see an app named Siri.
Well, you're an idiot then. Then you're pretty stupid.
I thought she was an app. Like, right
Mhm.
or no?
Mhm. Oh yeah. Hi Siri.
Hello, dick faces, I hate you.
Hello, dick faces. I hate you.
What'd you do? You silenced her like a
Hi
gangster?
Siri.
Hi, I hate reality recaps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She hate. Oh look, and now she's having problems. Screw you, Siri. Screw you.
Siri, find your reality recaps online.
Here's what I found on the web.
Number one website, number one Friday night talk show. That's amazing, Siri. We love you now. John, she called us dick
All
face.
this content.
Yeah, look at all that content. Look at it all. She called us dick face and then said she hates reality recaps, John Richardson. So Apple clearly
I
heard
didn't
us.
hear her call me dickface.
We got a question right off the bat, John, that we need to address and answer.
Of course. Yes.
And it is from Crystal. And Crystal wants to know, do you guys like other shows that you do not cover? If so, which ones would they be?
No, Crystal. We only watch Amazing Race, Survivor, and Big Brother.
We like watching shows with a lot of high energy that are super fun and exciting to watch. That was code.
Woohoo! Shut up. So, what are some of the shows that you watch, Eric? I think it would be more interesting with you going first.
What does that mean? Because I can't possibly have. Look, here, I'm loosening up already. I'm unbuttoning a button on my plaid shirt that I wore yesterday.
Come on, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. I love me some Glee. I love me some Glee. I was a little bit upset. I did not really enjoy what they did with the Finn episode. And how they
I was
handled
gonna
it.
say, you and I haven't talked about that since then. So, what was some of the stuff? Because you were with a box of tissues and.
Oh yeah, I was with a box of tissues. I wanted to cry. I wanted to get all my emotions out. Instead, what I got was watching them sing songs about Finn, and they couldn't even put one flashback to him in it. The whole episode, I was just waiting for a Finn flashback, and nothing. It was just watching them sing songs and cry for the first 50 minutes, which I hated. The only time I actually did cry was like the last 5 minutes when, Rachel or Leah Michelle was really there, and you could see her singing that song. She was trembling, like you could watch her chest like shaking. That was all voiceover done after the fact. I felt horrible for her. I was crying through that. Plus it was my wedding song, so. Suicide is funny and drug overdose is now funny, John Richardson.
No, I think it's funny that you have to sit there and I have to be prepared to get all my emotions out. Over Finn? Really? You had that much of a connection with Finn?
Well, perhaps an issue, perhaps something we'll talk about on a later show. Yes.
Oh, I think we should talk about it on this show.
No, I don't think we should, because it's not really that funny. But there, I enjoy that storyline, and I just feel bad for her. I can't imagine what it was like for Leah Michelle to be, all of them, to be filming, but specifically her. That was her fiance, He's dead in real life. He just died like a week before they shot it. And now she has to sit here and sing a song that they let her pick. And she chose that song because it was special to them. I can't even fathom what that, like, imagine if someone in your family died, God forbid, then you had to come on this show and, like, sing a song about it a week later.
Yeah, that would be exactly the same.
Hey,
The only part I liked was Leah Michelle. Everything else I didn't like. Thought it was weird. I agree with you. There should have been more flashbacks, you know. Between Leah Michelle and then the teacher crying was the only, like, heartfelt moment that I could see. Maybe I had been drinking too much. I don't know.
So I'm confused as to where you're saying no, because that's exactly what I said.
No, I think what's funny is that you had to sit there with a box of tissues, be prepared to get all your emotions out.
Okay, look, people, comment below and let us know if you are like me.
Sound a little crazy.
No, I need a soundtrack, and I need, like, I am a producer, John Richardson. I need music, I need a storyline, and I need a feeling in order to get my emotions out. I cannot cry unless there's, like, a sweeping underscore and a sad story. I can't. But you're done. You're done with that. Here's what Kim G has to say, and it's that Glee is ending. I say shut your mouth, Kim G. I say shut your mouth.
I agree with you, Kim G. I just think some people try to live in their adolescence through Glee. No one point intended. But it's over. It's over. Grow up.
What do people who wear pink velour jumpsuits that my 4-year-old niece wears?
Fabulous.
What are they trying to relive? Princess Glammy says, "Hey boys, are you watching MasterChef Junior? I am in love with the show."
Didn't we talk about that with Cleo last week?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was like, I can't watch shows with children. I think it's really interesting. I would, watching the trailers for that show, I never wanted kids until I saw that they could be little chefs. And then I was like, they could cook, make me a glamorous dinner, and then vacuum while I'm eating it. I thought, I considered having kids after those trailers. What about you, Eric?
Well, as I have also said, I do not enjoy a cooking show, Princess Glammy. I do not. I do not like, I don't find them entertaining. I used to love Hell's Kitchen, then I got completely over it. But what is interesting, John, is I kind of feel the flip of you in a way, but then not really. I always wanted children. I always wanted my wedding, my children, or a wedding, a house, and then children was always how I envisioned my life. Then my brother had kids, and God knows they are the most adorable children. First of all, I was an uncle since I was 12, because I come from, like, a super huge family, so I have, like, a million nephews and nieces, and all my life I always wanted kids. And then about 6 or 7 years ago, my brother had kids, and I was super close to them, and then I just realized I don't want kids anymore. And I love those kids. They're the best, most adorable kids ever, but for some reason they made me realize I don't want kids, and I tell my brother that all the time. Thank you for making me realize I don't want children. I think I'm just selfish.
Well, that's a given. But it's so funny to hear your story and growing up and the wedding and everything. You sounded like a white girl. Like, I wanted kids, I wanted the wedding, I wanted this. You're adorable, Eric.
I did. I had my own wedding. It was a winter wedding. It took me 6 months to plan it. I planned it all by myself. I made every little detail.
You did a good job. I saw the video.
I can help you with your wedding if you want, John. So,
good.
what? That's right, because there wouldn't be any fucking pink velour in the fucking wedding, so apparently you wouldn't want it.
Your dress would be pink.
I have to say, we both wore black tuxedos for the wedding, and I kind of regret it. Like, that is one thing.
Really?
Oh, here's an interesting fact. My best friend besides you, John Richardson, Terrence Flowen, he was really harping on me about our wedding because one of the girls who came up to do a reading wore white. She wore a white jumpsuit. It has been 10 years since my wedding. To this day, he never lets it down how this girl wore white to our wedding. Is that a faux pas for a girl who's doing a reading to wear a winter white jumpsuit to a gay man's wedding? What do you think?
We haven't been allowed to marry that long, so I don't know really what the rules are. But I was trying to think that if it was a heterosexual wedding and there's the bride, I mean, don't women wear white dresses? I mean, it was a jumpsuit too, so I mean, it doesn't really count. But I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
See, I feel like you'd feel. I feel it was not a big deal at all, and he doesn't let it down to this day. He's like, your friend will wear girlfriend.
Is Terrence like the one that can't wear white after Labor Day too? I mean, does he follow those rules?
I don't think he's the fashion police by any means, but
well, for weddings, it sounds like he is.
Well, now, I'll disagree with you because I do know no woman is ever supposed to wear white to another woman's wedding, is all I'm saying.
Crystal, Kim, Glammy, is this true? Comment and let us know. We don't know.
Oh, I know. You don't know. So back me up. Girls, you don't wear white to another girl's wedding. Okay? That is what I'm saying. And on an interesting note, guess where I am going Sunday before our Brendan and Rachel spectacular, John?
Where?
I'm going to a lesbian wedding. First gay wedding I've ever been to, besides my own, 10 years ago, and I'm very excited about it.
Yay! And lesbians too. So are you gonna have like work boots? Are you guys what's some of the stuff gonna be like?
I have to say I was gonna well, first of all, this is what I'm wearing. White flannel.
Of course. Don't wear white. You can't wear white.
I know.
No, I don't want to offend anyone.
I have to say it's at a very hoity-toity place, and I think it is not going to be very lesbianic as well.
Are there dogs coming? Are there dogs in the wedding?
I know that they have dogs. I don't know if there's going to be the dogs at the wedding. They live in another state, but the wedding is going to be here. So
lesbians travel with their dogs. They don't care where it is.
I don't know if these lesbians travel with their dogs, but hold on, because breaking news alert from Glammy. No white unless you are the bride or groom. Boom, John Richardson. Boom.
Well, we were talking about gay weddings. Glammy, is this for heterosexuals only or for just all weddings in general? Let us know. Educate us.
Look, I know that you're way older than me, John Richardson, but I don't know when this old-timers has already kicked in for you. We just said 20 seconds ago for a straight wedding, not for a gay. That was the question we proposed.
I'm taking a time out. I'm not going to talk.
Okay, have another drink. Oh, I'm sorry. More specifically, as
well, you know, it's for my arthritis in my bones, so it's old.
Hey, John, the screen.
Have another
Kim, have another drink.
Thank you, Kim. I will. Cheers.
So, yeah, I think, although, wait a minute, because now let's go back to the other Kim G. The same Kim G also says, no, you don't wear white to another girl's wedding. So that's 2-0, John. You lose.
You're not a girl.
I'm not talking about a damn gay wedding. Talking about a regular normal people wedding.
We are normal people too, Eric. What are you saying?
I'm saying people that wear pink velour are not normal.
Yeah, all of us, a whole group just took 2 steps back because of that comment.
Please, allow me. What is this, Big Brother? I have to be the representative for all gay people now?
You are
There
fired.
are no rules.
It's a good thing I'm not watching the feeds. Can you silence your phone while I'm talking? Thanks.
Yeah, I'm on it.
So, what are some of the other shows that you watch? Crystal, like Homeland. I've been watching Homeland. Of course, I've been watching American Horror Story Coven. Oh my gosh. Love. Why are you laughing at me? What is there something?
I don't want to go back. We're gonna keep talking
about.
Is there something
I say? Why are you doing?
Okay. Here's what I want to say, because I don't want to get too far away from it. Crystal brings up a very good point, and it is this. Depends on if she likes the person, if she's going to wear white or not.
So if she wears white, she doesn't care for you very much. That is hilarious.
Crystal, I hope none of your friends are watching this. Okay, so Coven, John. American Horror Story Coven. As I said on our very first episode, I was not going to be able to watch anymore because it really grossed me out on that first episode, and I knew I wouldn't be able to handle it. But I heard something very amazing happened this week. So what happened?
I haven't seen this week's yet. We're watching it actually tonight. But what I want to say is, I hope something amazing happens, because after last week's episode, I wanted to crawl under the bed and die.
Promises.
Yeah. Hard to control.
Here is what show I loved that's not on anymore, and it was 6 Feet Under. That was one of my all-time favorite shows. And if you people have not liked it, and again, it goes back to, it takes a sweeping underscore of music and a good plot line to make me cry. 6 Feet Under was such an emotionally draining show, but in such a good way, and it had the best ending of any show I have ever seen, ever, period. 6 Feet Under.
No, it was an awesome show. It was years and years and years ago, and you're still talking about it. I thought what was really great was, and what was great about 6 Feet Under, too, is the ending. The finale was really good. Just like Breaking Bad had its finale, and it was so awesome. I don't know, Crystal, if you're watching Breaking Bad. If you're not, you're going to love it. It's got all my favorite things. Men, meth, everything. Money. So.
Have you heard of the show? Oh, goodness gracious. Now, it's on BBC. It's called, okay, here, John, I'm going to get the name of the show. You tell the people about something interesting that happened with you so I can go grab the show. Tell everybody a story and go. Okay, I'm back. So, the name of the show that I was looking for was Beautiful People on the BBC. Now, Princess Glammy, aren't you from the Europe? Aren't you from the over there where they have the BBC? So have you heard of the show Beautiful People? Because we got a comment on our YouTube channel where people said John and I are just like the people on this Beautiful People show, and that it's a compliment and to trust them. And I don't know if I trust anybody that comments. So somebody needs to let us know if John and I are like these people from the Beautiful People show on the BBC.
They better be beautiful.
Oh, now you're Googling? Now you're Googling Beautiful People?
You're damn right I am.
Okay, so, well, you do that. Yes, Aaron, I do not watch Two Broke Girls, so I guess the actual question should be no, I do not watch Two Broke Girls. Sorry, I don't care for that show. Sorry. So look, John, I have another life problem that kind of we need to solve a little bit. And it is that deer have invaded my yard and they won't get the F out, and I cannot walk my dog.
No, you on the phone with me last night while it was happening.
Yeah, go ahead. You tell it.
You know what? After you're screaming and whining and freaking out, yeah, we can't do Amazing Race together. I mean, if that sends you over, yeah, no.
Okay, first of all, I'm on the phone with John. It is 11 p.m. at night, okay?
Eastern.
And all Eastern, who cares? It's still 11 o'clock at night. A car comes down our block, so it, like, shines the lights, and we live on a dead end. We're the last house. The deer were hiding on the side of my house, right, and when they saw the lights, they came galloping out, crashed through a fence, and I thought a car had crashed in. That's how loud it was. And I freaked out on the phone with them.
No, you were just on the phone with me. Oh my God, John. Oh, I think the neighbors crashed. We don't like them anyway. That's okay. It's okay. They're assholes anyway. And I was just like, do you want me to call you back? But then I didn't know if you were in danger. Maybe you needed to stay on the line. you know how we see those in movies. I didn't know if I had to call 911 across the United States. I mean, I didn't know. Pure peril.
Yeah, well,
Peril.
first of all, I didn't realize it was the deer until I went back out with my dog 2 hours later. And here's the thing, when I get scared, John is like, are you going to call 911? Or are you going to go to the house? I was like, no, I'm going in the house and I'm hiding. And I shit you not, I went into the bathroom, closed the blind, and shut the door. Like, I get scared at anything.
Oh, yeah.
I finally built up the courage to go back out like an hour later, and that's when I noticed that there were deer over there, and that there was like hoof print on the fence, and then the deer start charging at me and my little dog.
Sounds like an M. Night Shyamalan movie or whatever the hell his name is.
M. Night Shyamalan. And look,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, deer, I'd like my yard back.
You know, the good thing about all your craziness and all your scared and running into the bathroom for an hour, you know, you text me and let me know you're okay. You followed up with me, and a lot of people like you don't. So, thank you.
I actually liked the season finale of $1 Million Listing, John. I feel like that fight and the slap from Josh to Josh Altman was a little fake. Like, I almost feel like they might have set that up for something more dramatic. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, Josh Altman and Josh Flagg both love money more than they hate each other. And there was no drama this season. And I would not put it past both of them to be like, we need to do something in order to get this show renewed. We need to physically have some sort of a fight. Filming is wrapping up. Because there is no way that if in real life Josh Flagg slapped Altman across the face, he wouldn't have beat the shit out of him unless they pre-planned it ahead of time. Comment below and let me know if you agree or not, and you even watch $1 Million Listing. What do you think, John?
Well, I'm one episode behind, which was the finale. Thanks, Mr. Spoiler. No, I watched this season. The thing that I think I've even said it before, you know, I think Madison is really cute, but I think that's kind of it. I think he's kind of like just hollow inside in a way. You know, he always talks about how he wants to find love, this and that. He's so picky and so unavailable and thinks he's so available and absolutely drives me crazy. And then when I saw the trailers before the series started and Madison had a boyfriend, I was so excited. And then as the episodes progress, all of a sudden Madison goes from having a boyfriend to the guy won't call him back. Really? You don't know why your boyfriend isn't calling you back after you plan to go to Mexico? That's weird. So Madison's just a weird. Am I just rambling?
No, you're not rambling at all.
Making any sense.
You're not rambling at all.
But I love Josh Flagg and I love his grandma Edith. Love her.
I love Josh Flagg too, and when he was on Watch What Happens Later that night, they played that freaking Amy Phillips girl doing her impersonations, and she did the impersonation of the grandma, which Josh Flagg thought was the greatest thing in the world, and he was like, who is that? Where do you see things like that? It's called YouTube, Josh Flagg. Come and be on this show. Come and be on this show, and we'll show you a lot of stuff that we do.
Oh.
But John, somebody has a message for you, and it's our favorite, Steven, who says, Kim, you, and Eric, and I are normal, and John, not so much.
That's pretty accurate.
That's it? Steven, I'm not going to be on your side so much unless you're going to commit to being on this show, okay?
Yeah.
You need to commit to getting on here on one Friday night, and then you need to come into the lion's den, is what I'm saying.
Don't hide behind a photo on Twitter, okay?
A hot photo. Okay, so Princess Glammy is loving $1 Million Listing, as is Kim G. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's a good question because it's all about me. Aaron wants to know, Eric, what breed is your dog? Well, I will tell you in one moment because I'll go get him to tell you. In the meantime, John Richardson, could you please try and convince the people that your little rat is adorable and what kind of dog it is? Let me put the camera on you, and I'll
I'm
be
sorry,
right
my
back.
what?
Yep, okay, I can't hear you. Tell everybody about your dog. I'll be back in 20 seconds. Talk. You're not talking.
You can just really tell with this kind of stuff that we are not professionals, huh? Um, well, while he gets his dog, instead of just answering the question, because it's all about him, my dog, Molly, is a little
Back.
new pin. Oh, hey.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, good,
Now, look,
good. You're
Look,
missed.
before I unveil, I have to say something. I have the most adorable dog in the whole entire world. I stupidly sent him to the groomers to get a haircut, and he was the most adorable boy dog. Now he looks like a hideous girl dog. Not that girls are hideous. I'm just saying they destroyed my beautiful dog. So here's my boy.
Can you show us a picture of what he's supposed to look like?
I'll show it to you all in the edited version. Bloop. Bloop. He is to answer.
Now I recognize him.
Look at how ugly he looks. He looks so weird.
I can't even believe it's the same dog.
Oh my God, they destroyed him. He is a Lhasa Apso, to answer your question.
Say that 10 times fast.
He is a Lhasa Apso, which is kind of like a long-haired, small dog. What? What?
He said long-haired.
Yeah, it's a long-haired dog. Why is that funny?
Because I didn't see a long-haired dog.
Well, exactly.
I thought it was a Chihuahua-looking thing.
I used to have 2 Chihuahuas, rest in peace, that everybody makes fun of me because you think I'm saying this for comedic value, but there is literally a shrine to them in our backyard. Like,
right.
I literally designed a grave with, like, a glass etching and candle behind it that is always lit because they were our life. We actually had 2 Chihuahuas, Kipper and Spree, which we had for 12 years. And then they both unfortunately passed away a little while ago. Then we got Charlie. And I have to say, ever since him, I would never have another Chihuahua or little, like, dog, because he's like a real dog. I'm not shitting on little dog people. I joke around with John. I totally get it. Chihuahuas were my life for 10 years. Ever since getting Charlie, it's so weird to have, like, a quote-unquote real dog that isn't, like, prissy and prancy and barks all the time. He hasn't barked once since I've gotten him.
You don't want any competition. You know, they've got cream that you can put under Charlie's eyes to get that black out. I mean, he looks like a football player.
Well, let me tell you what the problem with his eyes is. When they just groomed him, whatever they did, they nicked his corner of his eye right here. So now it keeps tearing. So he doesn't ever normally have that. He's just been tearing nonstop. Now, this brings up a great point, and then I have to go give him away. Next week.
So the neighbor? Why are you giving him away?
I'm going to give him away. They have to cook him for dinner. No, I have to put him back in the other room because he's very pissed that I woke him up. Next week is our Halloween spectacular, everybody.
Oh my God.
Where we have a lot of tricks and treats next Friday night, which is technically the day after Halloween, but don't worry about it. Charlie is going to be dressed up for this show. John is going to be dressed up for the show. I am going to be dressed up for the show. And we have a ton of surprises and special effects live for you guys during the show. Now, John, you feel free to go talk shit about me for a few more minutes, but wait, hold on. First, Steven says, your dog is so cute. And I say, yes, he is. And thank you for being on the show, John.
Well,
and Charlie's pretty cute, too.
Cute, too, once you told me what it was.
Okay, go ahead, talk.
So, Steven, really married to medicine? Really? I tried to get into that show. I couldn't get into it. That British tall blonde one absolutely drove me nuts. But I do need to have a Downton Abbey marathon, so that is on my list of upcoming shows.
Now, here's something else I have to say. I don't want to submit. I realize that all of you people that are here with us are really big fans, and you guys love the show. You don't watch the intros. You've already seen the intro a million times. But this is what I have to say. If you can bear with the, I think, 4 minutes that it is, or you can just skip to the end of it. That little YouTube channel trailer, but then again, if you're subscribed, you might not see it. The running joke during the whole thing is that if you don't subscribe, I'm going to kick my dog. And at the end of it, I make it look like I kick Charlie. Like, it looks really real. It looks like I kick him and he flies through. But it's all stuff. I cannot tell you how many people thought I really kicked my dog. As if I could get the trajectory to kick my dog with such full force to have him fly at the camera perfectly. I didn't kick my dog, people, but it's very funny, and you should go watch it.
Well, I mean, I think people get that because look what deer do to you. I'm sure they're not going to think you kick your dog.
I wish I could kick a damn deer. I might go buy a dog. So what have we been talking about? All right, Kim G says, John, do you think Teresa is going to jail?
Kim, it's funny that Kim G is asking me that, but you know what? I hope that she doesn't. I mean, I'm not a big Teresa fan. I haven't been for a while, but I mean, she is a human being. She is a mother too, and though I don't have kids or any maternal instincts, I still have a little, you know, compassion there, and I hope that she doesn't. I hope that maybe Judice, whatever, takes, you know, most of it, and at least maybe she can get on some type of probation. But 39 counts is a lot of counts. I mean, that is nothing. That's bad. It's bad.
Oh, trust me, Joe Giudice is gonna be taking it a lot. And thank you, by the way, Dolphin Poet and Kim. I read what you said to do about the deer. I am aware of the vinegar and that there is deer repellents that you can sprinkle on the stuff. I'm just, you know, just over it already. But thank you for those wonderful suggestions. You're a lot more helpful than John was at the.
I was saying like deer urine, right? Doesn't that work for coyotes? We learned that in $1 Million Listing, right? No?
No, that's your fetish, John.
Oh,
deer urine.
In a bathtub, that's right.
Which is why the show was delayed 15 minutes.
I am so glad. You're like my external hard drive. I just remember everything.
Somebody around here has to.
Somebody has to.
John, we are burying the lead. We got 1 million tweets about this on Twitter all week long, and since our show last week, during each of the 3 shows we've done this week, everybody wants us to talk about one thing, and I sat here patiently for a good half hour waiting for you to bring it up, but since you won't, I'll give you one last chance. John, is there anything, let's say perhaps a little gay or queer, and not your pink velour suit, that you think we should talk about? Gay or queer? Gay or queer guys? Anything like gay or queer that has to do with some guys reuniting? Okay, so the 10-year Queer Eye reunion that was on Bravo.
We talked about that last time.
No, we talked about how we were going to talk about it tonight.
Oh, I loved the reunion. I loved it. Andy did such a great job. I loved all the flashbacks. You know, I remember even watching them before, and you know, it seemed like in these flashbacks they were just having more fun, right? Or a lot more fun, whatever the.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kidding when I say John is older than me. John is not that much older than me, but I think we were around the same ages when those shows came out, and I remember it being like the only thing that gay people had to watch on TV at that time was like a Will and Grace, and then kind of Queer Eye came out, and then Queer as Folk and those things, and I remember like having parties around them and like all this stuff, and it was I loved the reunion because it literally was like stepping back 10 years into my own life and remembering what I was doing back then. And I remembered like Carson eating the anal ease and all like, oh, I did not remember it being that gross though, like eating the toenails and like I do not remember that at all.
See, I don't either. I have a totally different perspective. I think now that I'm older, that I can sit there and look at it, but oh, Carson is so funny. When he said his mouth was getting numb, I mean, I laughed all over again, like the very first time.
Now, don't you give them credit, John? Like, they are all still basically friends, or they all pretended very well, but I don't even think they're pretending. I think genuinely they are all friends. They remain friends through during that show, and 10 years later can all still get in a room together
Not like
and
this show.
Yeah. Not like this show. But I was amazed. I was amazed by that.
I was amazed by that, but I was more amazed on how good they all looked. They all
Thom. Thom
They did-
was
they
looking
did
a
look-
little puppy.
Who?
Tom, the interior design one. He was
No.
looking a little run down. And then they all beat up on Ted for being like, Ted's the old one. Oh, Ted's the old man. Tom looks a million times older than Ted does, in my opinion. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. You have an old TV that has bad.
Look, John, I am always right. You know who agrees with me? Dolphin Poet. She says deer urine will only attract them. Hunters use it when they hunt. I live in the country. I think, Queer Eye, yay. I think what Dolphin Poet is also implying is that, John, you are wrong.
You're frozen.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Am I?
No, go ahead. It's on you. Hey, chat room, am I frozen? Or is there a problem with Justin's connection, maybe? Do you hear me now?
But people even say that when I'm not even on the show about my connection, so.
Are you on a dating service?
No.
Secret
That's not what I mean.
Secret connection.
Yeah, I'm on a dating service. I'm a what is it called? Polyamory?
Polyamorous. And John Richardson, I don't know how your detractors are going to like you so much this show. As you can see, I sent you your negative review comments earlier today. I don't know if you had a moment to brush up on them and if you'd like to reply. Did you or no?
No.
Oh, really? You did not get it? Well, then allow me to read it to you. This will be the segment called What People Think About John. And I think it should be a new segment every single week. So,
Oh my God.
on What
Okay.
People Think About John today, we have a lovely note from Hanny Maswaya, who, sidebar, doesn't like us in general, so I wouldn't take it too much to heart. I'm not going to read that sentence. She says, okay, fine, I'll read it. She says she thought somebody that used to be on this show was the best part of the show and really gave sensible input and intelligent responses, unlike John. Though they really like John, they find you quite endearing and cute, but you don't really give the smartest contributions. Wop, wop.
Is this for Big Brother? Amazing
No,
Race?
it's just in general.
It's just in general.
And that concludes critiques of John for this week. So, John, could you please give us some smart contributions?
Suri, what are some smart contributions I can say on Reality Check?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just proved your point. So,
Oh my gosh, what happened to me this week?
smart contributions.
Smart contributions being put on the spot. Burp, burp, burp,
Well, you could have-
can't leave your lips alone. Burp, burp, burp. 'Cause you got an oral fetish. Nothing exciting. I just worked. I caught up on Blacklist. And Grammy, I know you're watching Blacklist too.
Her name's Glammy. Her name's Glammy, not
I said
Grammy.
Glammy.
Yeah.
I said Glammy.
You said Grammy. Rewind it.
It's my list. It's my list. So I caught up on that. Caught up on Hostages is good.
Wait, can we go back to Blacklist? Because I hear a lot of people talking about this Blacklist show. I hear it's all the buzz on Twitter. Can you fill me in on what this Blacklist show is about?
It is a guy that is a criminal, is like an international criminal, and he turns himself in, but he'll only talk to this specific young woman, and he's got this list of criminals, and he's kind of giving them up, and he's working together with this young woman, And then all this stuff is starting to unravel. So it's really, really good. And James Spader is the main blacklist guy. And of course he's good. And he was on Boston Legal and fabulous. It's really good.
Yep, sounds great. Black people and Mexican food.
It's blacklist.
John's being racist, show, and I apologize.
Yeah. Okay,
Did you hear, speaking of racist, and I say this completely joking,
Right.
they are coming out with $1 Million Listing Miami, and I cannot believe that Amanda was not picked to be on that show. Don't you feel like Amanda would be such good Bravo reality TV? And I mean Amanda Zuckerman from Big Brother 15. She would eat people alive on a Bravo show, especially $1 Million Listing type show. I don't know how she was overlooked for that. Or maybe she wasn't. She's just tricking us.
So maybe next season, but no.
They just announced that they're shooting it. I don't think you're allowed to drink anymore on this show, John.
Well, Amanda hasn't sold anything since the Big Brother house, so she doesn't qualify.
Why are we hating on Amanda right now?
I'm not. I'm just saying the facts.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's no Gina Marie, who we love.
Love Gina Marie.
Look, this is a perfectly good segment. Because, John, I did not even tell you, I don't even think know that this is my plan or I was even going to talk about this or do this. And I'm not saying I am going to do this, but I feel like this is a good segue. So, way back in the beginning of this show, many moon ago, when I was talking about my dream of my wedding and my child and my home, well, as it turns out, we be buying our first home. So, I know that you know that. This is what you don't know. I'm thinking of maybe starting a new YouTube channel, which is nothing like this, nothing edited, literally just videos, kind of documenting the experience in kind of a funny way, which is just about like the buying the house process and what it's like and remodeling and da-da-da-da-da. Do you think that's something that people would be interested in, John? And more specifically, people that are watching, do you think that is something that you would be interested in? I mean, I know friggin' Joey YouTube from Amazing Race makes Sundays on his face and 5 million of you watch, which P.S. that gives him like $1,000 for making a Sunday on his face. I thought I could actually do something educational for like first-time home buyers that could be gay and then maybe kind of be really funny and something like that.
Right.
Like a home improvement-y.
Absolutely. Bitter, party of one, your table's ready. It's right here. No, all joking aside, I think that would be something interesting. Having your point of view on going through all of this, doing the mortgage, especially the remodeling. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And my partner, redoes furniture. He'll go garbage picking every Sunday, and he gets something out of the garbage, then he brings it home. He works on it all week long, restores it, puts it on eBay, and makes $600. Oh, believe me, I used to make fun of him for the first 2 years of you're going garbage picking. Then when he would start bringing in the money from doing it every week, it was like, ooh, that's good. So that maybe he could share little tips. It could just be kind of like a home improvement thing, kind of a completely different thing than this. It's not going to be edited. It wouldn't take away from any of this. It's just something I'm considering. So if you guys think that is something interesting, something you might want to see a little bit about, comment below and let me know. Because we'd be moving in probably at the end of December. So, woo, it's going to be crazy times around here.
Yay! I'm so excited. We're going to start redoing our condo, too. I wonder if we could just do, your little experience and then our little experience, but kind of just put it on the same show.
That would be really good. Look, I'm not saying it's going to be boring. I know some people instantly tuned out. I'm talking under 5 minute, let's even say under 4 minute videos are just, here's kind of what we went through this week, and oh my god, we did this, and then the wall fell on me, and I decided to paint it red, but then I painted it blue, and I was kind of crazy, oh my god, and just funny, short little videos like that, one each week, just showing you the process as it goes along. You guys let us know, and John, John can be a part of it too, if he's willing to make some smart contributions, that is.
Well, Crystal and Kim G said that they would watch it. Absolutely.
Okay.
Dolphin
Well,
Poet says, I will watch anything you produce, Eric, because you're awesome. And I could not agree more. Even though Eric and I are like two sisters who go back and forth. We both love each other very much. Congrats on the house from Glammy. And would definitely watch your remodel show. Awesome.
Yay, I do.
And for that, Kim, I earn a drink.
Okay, go ahead. Bottoms up. So
a tiny one.
And just to be clear, John, in case I wasn't clear, yeah, I'm bitter. You know how much work goes into these shows every week. When I kid you not, people, even just during a Big Brother season, I personally, me alone, forget what John or anybody else does, I spend at least 15 hours a day producing these shows. You know what we made during the summer, John, in total? $114, I believe. Or maybe it was $214. That's what we made. $214. Joey YouTube can go take his shirt off, pour hot chocolate on his face, and whipped cream, put a cherry and sprinkles on. 5 million people view. $1,000. I'm pissed off. Why can I not be hot and young and be able to take my shirt off, make sundaes on my face, and make $1,000? Then this whole house thing would be a lot easier.
There are fetishes and people out there like you like that. So you never know. Maybe you should do that in your remodeling show with your shirt off and a tool belt and some short shorts. We don't, get a little sweaty, Eric. Hammer and nailing.
I'll get personal, since this show is also about sharing a little bit of ourselves with all of you. You will never find a picture of me with my shirt off ever anywhere. I was
what
the
about
person
one
when
piece?
I was don't say One Piece, Alyssa. I was the person who, when I was little, would wear my shirt in the pool, wear a shirt to water parks. I just have body image issues, and I've never, ever, ever gone shirtless or anything public, ever. I don't do it. I don't like it.
Well, Glammy says, take your shirt off, Eric. Boop, boop. And I agree. Is there $1 bills I can start waving? No?
Never gonna happen, never gonna happen.
Never.
I actually take it back. There is one picture of me shirtless on my Facebook page in actually my Disney Halloween thing where I was at Disney World and I was dressed as like, oh, for those of you who watch So You Think You Can Dance, come along this ride with me. So for those of you So You Think You Can Dance fans, back on the season when Travis was in it, I mean Travis's brother, and they were the swamp things, they had like the grass pants and the fishnet shirts and their face was all icicle. I made that costume and wore it to Disney World, and there's not really a shirt because it's just a fishnet thing, and that's the only picture of me ever in public shirtless, and you'd have to be my Facebook friend to see it, and no, I'm not accepting you all. Hey, here's something completely off the record. If any of you people work for Disney, as in Disney World, if any of you work for Disney World, if any of you have, like, higher level connections in Disney World, contact me through the website. I have a question for you. It's just a question. It has nothing to do with get me in for free, park ticket. It has nothing to do with that. And only if you are people that are connected to Disney World. I just have a quick question.
This is reality check, not solve Eric's problems.
Oh, no. There are no rules, John. Is there anything that you need solved?
So our dear friend Steven says, hey, Eric, do you have another job other than this?
Well, this is not a job, although it certainly feels like one. Oh God, I don't know how to answer that. I should just say Yes, because it's quite complicated.
Right.
Let's say there are reasons why I have to be at home all the time. So no, I do not
Because of your webcam business?
because of my webcam business. No, it is a more personal.
Can we subscribe for a monthly fee?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there is a reason why I have to be home. But no, I do freelance work sometimes, although it hasn't been for a year. I've just been very lucky living off money that I saved for a long time when I used to work for MTV and Viacom and all those places, and I saved a lot of money back then. So I've just been very lucky to live off of that for a long time. But hey, you never know. I might be getting a new job soon, which could be life-changing. That's all I'll say. But no, this is my full-time, air quotes, job. But, you know, it's not a job. This is just me hanging out with my friends for all of you.
That's right. And this has been another episode of Rich People Problems. So, Steven says it would be fascinating to watch John paint his condo another shade of white. Z's. Hello, Steven. It's going to be a different color. That's what redoing it means. Maybe you can help me pick out a shade.
Oh,
did I do that right? No.
You did, but now I hate you, John, because now everybody really thinks that what I'm saying is I have a sex cam business. I do not have a sex cam business. I don't know that I want to be this personal, so let's just see if I totally regret this later. My partner is disabled. He got into a very bad car accident a few years ago, and now I am his, caregiver until we get him back to completely well. So that is why I am home all the time. And that's what I do to him, what John is doing right now.
Caregiver.
And in case you didn't know, disabled partner is code for webcam masturbation.
That's
no,
right.
I'm kidding. It's
the
my real story.
webcam show with a shirt on, right?
Yes, there you go. No, I that was the groundwork I had to lay down because I knew you were going to take it to my webcam business. So I had to do that. So, oh, look, Dolphin Poet wants us to break out the hot chocolate. I know somebody who used to be around these parts that used to do that all the time. I wonder what happened to them. Princess Glammy says I know what we really need to talk about. But Princess Glammy says you're a star, and I hope your partner gets better soon. He is Glammy. I don't by any means mean to say that he is laid up in a bed anymore. He has made great progress and is almost fully recovered, but it has been a good 2 years of hell. So, look, we need to address something.
We are learning so much about Eric Burdett tonight.
I know. Well, if you wouldn't have said Pawn Star...
We've learned one thing about me. I drink a lot on Fridays. But we have learned a ton. But go on. Go on, dear.
Here's what we need to tell everybody, because I feel like we did a horrible job not saying this to everybody. Our good friend of the show, Jeffrey Marks, who was one of our amazing race recappers, he actually got a job on America's Got Talent or America's Next Superstar. Is that two different shows? One of those America's Got Something shows that has to do with talent. Now he's going to hate me. He got a job on, which is why he can't do our amazing race show with us anymore, because he has to do real people production work. So we didn't acknowledge why Jeffrey wasn't there on Monday. That is why Jeffrey was not there. But no worries. He will be back the first week of November when John and I start back up our Bravo recaps, because oh my god, we have Beverly Hills and Vanderpump starting. Beverly Hills and Vanderpump. Jeffrey will be back for that because we're going to be doing them at night, but he cannot make it for our afternoon amazing race shows. So that is where our dear beloved Jeffrey Marks has gone.
It is, and Jeffrey Marks is he's involved in a lot of the castings for America's Got Talent.
Was that one of the ones that I said?
It is one of the ones that you said.
Okay.
But it's only the one. It's just the one.
Well, now, did you see that our friend Jennifer Jimenez, said on Twitter that she was going to the premiere party for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? So then I tweeted her and was like, oh my God, Jennifer, get Jeffrey in, because we know that you can't spoil anything for us. But if you get Jeffrey in, he can come on the show and tell us about it early. And she said, yes, I will get him in. So I have not followed back up with Jeffrey to find out if he got us the breaking news from Jennifer Jimenez about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills premiere that is probably happening right now.
My goodness, I'm so excited.
And then I want to say, I don't know how to tell this story because I know Jeffrey would hate us. I'll just say that I know Jeffrey has a connection into the world of Vanderpump, because that's what he said on the show. So I think we're good with that. He has a connection that which might allow him to get close to Lisa Vanderpump. So we might have some good connection which might allow him to get close to Lisa.
Back to your webcam. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is going to be exciting Beverly Hills Housewives season.
It is going to be good. I cannot wait. So, I mean, essentially, this coming up week, John, we have Brendan and Rachel on Sunday with the Amazing Race Show, Rob on Wednesday. Friday, we have our Super Halloween Spectacular. Saturday, I believe we're going to have Helen and Jesse from Big Brother 15. Surprise, John! And we are then that following week going to be starting our Bravo shows, and we might start doing this home show. So, OMG.
So much is happening.
So, and I might be getting a job. So, because I'm buying a house.
Right.
You know.
Well, we'll see.
Wait, let me calculate this out. So, normally in a week doing these shows, I sleep for 4 hours a night. So now I have a job, and I'm buying a home. I think I just remain permanently on an Adderall drip and never sleep. What do you think?
Gosh, I never thought of like a Xanax drip.
Xanax would make you sleep, moron.
I know. I'm talking about me, not you.
Yeah,
I like to sleep.
God forbid you'd help out around here. So
Oh, God. I think it's a tug of war with who it's all about.
make it about you. Yeah, make it about you.
It's like a frisbee. You make it about you, I make it about me. You make it about you. We go back and forth. It's like we're throwing a ball.
Go ahead.
I'm all good. Apparently, I'm not going to paint my walls white again. So my problems are solved. I need to get some swatches, apparently. Huh, Steven? Thanks so much.
Hey, Steven, because maybe I'm not going to be on your side until you get on this show. And, hey, Glammy, P.S., invitation's open to you. Look, invitation's open to everybody in the chat room. I just know that there are some people that would just prefer to remain chattable. But I'm just saying, I find Steven extra funny for the past year, and I think he would fit right in here with his sarcasmic self. But he just avoids the question every time I ask him. So, yeah. I don't know, John. What else do you want to talk about, or should we be wrapping it up?
We do. Princess Glammy, I think jobs are so overrated. Myself. Okay, just reading some of the comments. And, that's a good question. Are we going to be covering Atlanta?
Well, you know, everybody on Atlanta's black, and John's a little racist, so I doubt it.
How can
was
I
I
be
not
racist
supposed
when
to say
I
that?
have an inner black girl in me? Okay? How could that be racist? How could that be racist?
Of course we're covering Atlanta, people. I need my Nene.
Hello?
I need my Nene.
I need my black devil, the black
Oh,
devil.
God, yes, the black
The
devil.
black
We need her
devil.
back. I have to say, just get rid of New York. I am so over New York. I just want Atlanta, I want Orange County, and I want Beverly Hills. I'm even almost getting over New Jersey a little bit. I'm
a little over New Jersey.
Atlanta and Beverly Hills are my two favorite Housewives franchises, far and away. I used to be Jersey, but it's like, oh my God, we get it. Teresa, Melissa, you both hate each other. We get it.
Yeah, I got a little over New Jersey. Like, I wasn't, like, having to watch the episode right away. It was on my DVR. I'm like, when I have time. I wasn't putting it as a priority like I used to. But I love New York. I love my New York girls. I do.
This just in, breaking news, right? As to what you just said about not liking New Jersey, we got some comments that said, is that why you abandoned your blog, John Richardson?
It is.
I wonder if John will abandon us once he gets tired of us, dear viewers. John,
you'll have to stay tuned.
John, question from Eric, who's hosting with you. Are you going to abandon us if you get tired of us?
Oh, wait. Oh, gosh. There's a tweet just came in from Comedy Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. It's like a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cliffhanger.
It is. Hold on. Let me just pull this knife out of my back. And we're good.
Here, let me look at all my swatches of white paint. Because I'm going to paint.
You're very lispy today. You're very lispy.
I am. I think when I drink, my gay lisp comes out.
Well, I think our gay lisp needs to shut it down for this Friday night. But thank you. Unless there's anything else you want to say, John Richardson.
No, I just want to make sure that we have answered all the questions. It was so much fun to hang out with you guys. We love you, Kim. We love you, Princess Glammy, Crystal. Steven, you're okay.
Poet.
Dolphin Poet, definitely. Steven,
I love you, Steven.
Yeah.
Thank you all for your well wishes, for everything.
Yes.
Everything is good and nothing bad. Okay.
Next week we'll solve all my problems, so we'll just bring it on, and then Kim G, you can come up and whatever problems you're having. We'll just make them a problem-solving show.
John, the title of the show says it's about us, them, pop culture, and reality star.
Yeah, we need to add.
Yeah,
problem
well,
solving.
It would be good if next week you had a little list with some things you could add.
How can you even read that list? The list of a crazy person. You really only sleep 4 hours.
Well, it's the hard knock life. First, John, you tell the people where they can find you, and then I will quickly run through our list one last time. So go ahead.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We love you. And it's Friday, and I'm drinking. I had so much fun, and you can follow me at Twitter at Comedy Jonah. I saw that, Eric.
Okay, so do not forget that this Sunday night, Brendan and Rachel live during Amazing Race and for an hour after, right here. If you have any questions, tweet them to John, because he's going to be controlling the questions for that show. Same thing goes for Wednesday night with Rob Sesternino. He'll be chatting live in our...
Oh, what was that? Chatting? What? What was that? Chatting?
During Survivor, he will be chatting live and then going live.
Okay, good. Your grammar was off.
After with all of us. Of course, next Friday night, we have our Halloween spooktacular right here. John and I in costume, dogs in costume. Lots of crazy stuff is going to happen on that show. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. There might be some celebrity guests. Marie. So you are not going to want to miss that show. Of course, we're going to be starting our Bravo shows that next week. We might be doing this home show. So much in store for you. Of course, you can get all the information on yourrealityrecaps.com/live show. It always has our live show for the week coming up. And if you want to help support the show, you can always make a donation through PayPal, or more realistically, just click on that Amazon link on the front page of yourrealityrecaps.com. You guys don't pay any more, and it really helps support the show. And 'tis the season to do your online shopping. Just do it through that Amazon link on the front page of yourrealityrecaps.com. So until Sunday night for our live Brendan and Rachel Spectacular, We'll see you guys all then. And John will not be wearing pink. See you guys all then. Camera's on you, John. Bye, everybody.